We're standing here at Platinum Park, going in the first condominium building on the left. This is the first floor. Look at that picture window, so gorgeous. I'm gonna walk in this nice, expansive entryway here, and at first you'll see a coat closet there, just a small coat closet. On the right, you've got bedroom number 2. A nice sized window there in the corner to let in plenty of light, plus your closet here on the left that you'll walk past to get to your bed, which will probably be right there with 2 end tables. Then if you go to your left, we've got the bathroom that you can get to from your bedroom. Nice part about Platinum Park is all the bedrooms will have a bathroom, so it makes it a little bit more luxury feel. As you see here, I've got a linen closet just off the bathroom there. Then you've got your sink, your commode, and your shower. Some of these units will have a tub shower combo, but most of them will be a luxury walk-in shower. So there is where the shower is. So plenty of room in this bathroom for you. Then you've got the washer and dryer, as well as the HVAC system will be hidden in this hallway. So as I come out of the hallway, I've still got right here off of the entry, I've got the dining room area. So that would be in that general area. Then as you start to go right where that blue is there, that will be where your refrigerator sits. So your kitchen will be large and expansive over to that peninsula. And then that peninsula will come out and there will be an overhang. And then here in the middle where he's got his table set up, there will be an island roughly there. So a nice big kitchen. If you'll notice, Platinum Park, all the floors have high ceilings, so it is very high end. The whole development was built with luxury in mind. You'll walk in here just past the kitchen to the nice living room. This is one of the larger 3-bedroom units on the first floor is where I'm at. So that is your living room. Off of your living room, you will find a bedroom. Yes, there is a tub where the bed should go, but this will be the bedroom that has a walkout onto the deck. And then there's a bathroom here and a closet on this side. Nice big closets too, which is nice. So if you want to use this as a full-time living or a second home, that's really how they design this one versus some of the others you'll find that feel more like vacation homes, or I mean more like rentals. So here is what you're, well, aside from the trucks and the trailers, you will have a great view of the golf course. That is hole, I believe it is 16, the green of 16. And then the fairway there behind that trailer. Then just behind that truck and trailer, there's a pond. So as we get to the other ones, you'll have a little bit closer view where it's not quite as blocked, and I'll get to that. This will be a long video, but please stand by. I will try to get to all of these units. A lot of them are very similar, but I'll show you the differences. So we go from the living room now into the sunroom. So another thing about Platinum Park is all of them have a sunroom and a deck, and one of the unit numbers also has 2 sunroom areas. One exclusive to a bedroom, and the other one just like this one off of the living room. Beautiful. You can see a little bit better views here. There's not so much truck and trailer there. Off of this sunroom, you can come from your primary suite, which is nice, so it's very luxury. Primary suite is nice and big. This is the closet here, if you can imagine. So like I said, this was built with primary living or secondary living. You'd like a nice big luxury place to come for your vacation, this is it. There is dual vanities will sit there. Then inside here you've got your toilet or commode, and then you've got a beautiful walk-in shower there. So again, this is a 3-bedroom unit, and this is the primary. There you go. We'll walk back into the entryway, and I'll show you kind of how this looks. So we've got the stairwell here, so that'll be where you can get down to the lower level or get up to the higher levels. Then you've got this nice big wall, which is going to be where the parking lot is. So if you can imagine, on the top of that wall is the parking lot. So you're going to come straight from the parking lot over to that second level. So the second level in this place will be the walk-in level, and this level will be the lower level, which is spectacular. So here is the second floor plan today. If you walk into this nice big entry, again, we've got that coat closet there. We've got the bedroom on the left, just like the other. Nice big window again. Then here is your dining room with a huge window. The nice part about these lower level is you'll be able to walk out onto your deck and everything out that way. I call that the front because it's beautiful. But back here, there'll be a nice, more private area entry, and they're gonna do it'll look spectacular with a lot of lighting and that type of thing. It'll just be more secluded. So if you've got a need for that privacy feel, these units are really gonna be the most popular. There is the dining room. And again, we start about right there with the kitchen. So you've got the kitchen going that way, and then down the peninsula here, island in the middle where you see that electric coming up, high ceilings, open up into the living room. Huge picture slider there. And then again, let me show you the view, because I think that's what most people are gonna love. There is the pond view there, and this one has great views down the fairway. And then again, right behind that white truck is the green, one of the greens that you can see. Off of the living room, there is that sunroom. Same concept here. Nice big windows, high ceilings. In the sunrooms, there will be a PTAC unit, so there will be heat and air in each one of those. And here is the primary. So this is a 2-bedroom. So when we first walked in the entry, there was that bedroom. Now we're in the primary. And the primary does come off between the living and the kitchen. There's your closet, there's your double sinks, there's your walk-in shower and your commode. Again, nice and big. So the main difference between this one and the one we just saw is that 3rd bedroom that comes off roughly over there. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what this actually feels like. The other thing about that unit that we were first in has a huge outside deck. So that unit number is 11, and that is the one that's gonna have that oversized deck. This unit that I was just in was the 2-bedroom, which will be unit 10. All right, so now I'm walking into a really big unit. This is the biggest unit of them all, except for that top floor. So I walk in here, and aside from the tub that's sitting in the dining room, this would be where the dining room is. Then we open up into a really big feeling kitchen, where a lot of people, if they were doing this as a vacation rental, would probably have things for kids to do and stuff like that, and that would be a great place for that opportunity. So there again is your island and your peninsula. And I didn't mention, but they will be quartz countertops, so they'll be absolutely beautiful. They're white with a gray veining, and they will have an overhang here, so for plenty of seating. So not only will you have a dining room area, but especially in all the units, but especially in this one, there's a definite space for it, but you'll have that huge overhang. Again, I'm here in the living room. This living room is a little bit larger because it is a larger unit. It is 3 bedrooms, and it does have 2 sunrooms and a deck. So here's the living room. I'm gonna go off the deck area so you can see the view. And the deck will be separated from that other one, but it'll be about halfway there where that pillar is. And then it'll come over to the right there and you can see your beautiful view. Let's go into the sunroom next. This would be just like those other sunrooms. So we've got big window views here. We've got a big window on the right, 2 windows on the left, plus this window. And then if you wanted to walk into your primary suite and enjoy, you can do that. So wake up in the morning, go straight into your sunroom. Sounds pretty spectacular to me. How about you? So this is the same concept. We've got that closet there. We've got that double sink. We've got that walk-in shower as well as that commode. And from the living room area in between the living and kitchen, here's what that looks like. All right, we'll go down the hallway. Same concept. We've got our HVAC system as well as our washer and dryer. We walk into what would be the guest bathroom or bedroom number 2's bathroom with a linen closet there. Nice double windows there. This is my favorite unit. It's just so expansive and so different than the others. It's going to be pretty spectacular. And these units were built around the shape of the development. The shape of the development is in a V shape. And so it's very customized in this corner to make these units pretty spectacular. And they'll be closest to the elevator, which especially if it's for full-time or second home living is perfect. So you don't have to carry your luggage or your groceries as far. So here we are there with a nice big closet and sinks there. Looks like dual sinks, a commode, and then your shower over there in the corner. And then this is the one that has that private sunroom. And I'll show you this view, which is pretty peaceful. So if you're all about lakes, ponds, wildlife, this you're gonna see from this unit, you'll see have a lot of activity with, gosh, what all have I seen? Ducks, geese, birds, squirrels. We think we saw fox out here one day, so they must live over in that little wooded area. So pretty spectacular. You get to watch people on teeing off from this area here, and then across the pond, that's where they tee off as well. And that hole is just down there. So in the winter, you'll have a great view of that hole. You can see it from here, just not quite as great in the video. They are working to keep that nice and beautiful out there, as you can see. So what do you think of that one? Pretty spectacular, right? So we have 3 bedrooms in this one, and this is the one that has the 2 sunrooms and the deck and the huge kitchen dining room area. So for family entertainment, this is the one. There is your elevator shaft there. So like I said, you are right off of that. It's very convenient for easy access. We'll go into the 4th floor plan here. Again, because you're on that lower level, this is gonna feel very private and very luxury. Got this big open area here. Then you can walk into your own luxury condo. This again is a 2-bedroom, and we've got bedroom number 2 there. Same concept, we've got a closet there, and we would walk into our bathroom here. Okay, so if I go back into the main area, I'll walk in so you can see where the dining is. Again, dining there, beautiful window, We've got our island there for the kitchen, and back wall is all kitchen, and this is all kitchen as well, with an overhang there of that quartz countertop opening up into the nice sized living room. Off of the living room, you've got your primary here. And same concept here. We've got our closet on the left, our dual sinks in the middle, our walk-in shower and commode. And then we open up into this beautiful sunroom. We can't see much from this one because it does have the closure still, but it's the same as the view as we saw just a second ago. So we've got that beautiful pond there, as well as you can watch them hit. Yesterday we were taking pictures of people hitting out there, so you can call it hitting, swinging. What do you think? So this is the 2-bedroom, and this would be the number 08. So we've got 08, 09, 10, and 11. If we start in 8, which is this unit, we've got a 2-bedroom. I'll kind of show you how the layout is. So if I was standing, I'm just below the parking lot, but hopefully this will give you an idea. So this building right now, as it stands, will end here, and there's 4 levels. So I can only get to the main level, the lower level right now, but someday I'll be able to show you some of the others, but they'll be exactly the same until we get to that top level. And all of the top level will have an extra bedroom. So this is a 2-bedroom, but on the top level, it'll have another bedroom and another bathroom. So it'll be 3. So this is a 2-bedroom, and this is 08. Then I look back behind that corner there, and that is 09. That is the one that has 2 sunrooms and a deck. Then I walk over to this unit here, and that is 10, and that is the 2-bedroom. Again, 2-bedroom on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd levels. You get to the top and it would be a 3-bedroom because we're adding that loft with a bedroom and a bathroom. And this is number 11. And so this number 11 is the one with the oversized deck and 3 bedrooms. When we get to the top floor, it will be 4 bedrooms. So there are 2 4-bedroom units that are available. This property sits on Thousand Hills Golf Course, which I just showed you a lot of pictures of the pond, the course. You can actually see about 3 different holes, 16, 17, and 18. And it does sit just off of Highway 76. So they're right over the top there is the aquarium. So that is the new aquarium. So you're within walking distance of the aquarium, many restaurants, miniature golf, Florentina's is right here. So lots of things to do. There will be a pool, and until the pool is done, you will have access to the pool at the Links at Thousand Hills and the indoor pool at the Legacy at Thousand Hills. Once this pool is done, this will be your exclusive pool, which will be nice, and you'd be the only ones allowed to use that pool, which is pretty spectacular. Let me know what you think, which floor plan you like. We hope you love it.